Awesome. So after you type in the IP address, it basically just gives you a choice of what kind of screen you have, so that it scales down basically what you have on your screen to fit. If you're using a laptop, choose the tablet size. If you're using a phone, push the phone button. So because I'm on a bigger screen, push that, I connect, it says loading, and it looks like a normal analog mixer would look like. It gives you faders, and because it can't populate all of the faders on one screen, if you click on the bottom, I can scroll down through all of the inputs and outputs of the mixer. Sorry.
And so then those labels are the labels that we have on the front of the stage and all the different jacks already?
Yes.
Okay. So we're
on A3 right now. This is where he is.
Okay.
So up here, you can grab a fader, you can pull it up and down like you would on an analog mixer. You can mute it, you can pan it left and right, and if you were to click on the box up here that is currently highlighted, it would take you over to a gain page, which would be like the top of your analog mixer, where you'd be able to turn on and off phantom power for a condenser mic or for your ceiling mics. If you were to plug a line level signal into those first two channels, it allows you to sort of use that as a direct box, where you could plug a guitar, a piano, a keyboard, something directly into the first two inputs on that, and it would do the padding for you, sort of like the top section of a mixer. You then also have, if you click on the bars, a basic metering, or sort of a view of the entire thing. So it currently shows that there's gates active on there. We've got those channels muted, and that phantom power is on these two channels.
If you want to unmute, are you just clicking on that red box at the top?
This screen is actually just a visual reference screen. Okay. If I wanted to unmute, I would need to come over here to this screen.
Okay. Do it independently.
Yep. You can also, like a normal mixer, you can set up mute groups in the software, so that you could, and for performance, you could unmute a grouping based on your needed grouping of microphones at the same time, or mute a group of microphones at the same time. Then again, sort of our options are sort of at the top here. For each channel, depending on what channel you click on down here, if I click on channel 3 that we had on over here, it still gives you your fader and your control over here. It gives you individualized 5-band EQ, gate and compression. If you wanted to do virtual effects, you can delay, reverb, that kind of thing. You can do that through here. And if you wanted to plug monitors or some other kind of device into those aux outputs that were on the front of the mixer, you can do that as well.
Okay. So 99% of our activities will be on that first screen.
Yes. Yep. So most of your function is out here on this screen. So you then have your aux sends and your effects sends, which again are just like you would have on an analog or digital mixer, where those are the physical those little knobs that are sort of below your EQ and above your faders.
Okay.
Then also, if you click on the play button, you can see that this is my the USB stick that is back there. It has 3 songs on there. I could play the 4 training videos.
The audio.
Yeah, the audio of them,
Cool.
even though they're actual video files, through the device. And there is always, regardless of what page you're on, above the master fader, a play button. So you could be doing other things and still be able to play. Like I can move pages, go out, be doing other things, and still be able to control that while you're mixing and doing other things.
Right now, or which speakers are turned on right now besides these?
All 6.
All 6. Okay.
And then the last of the function buttons up here is sort of the configuration, which there's the biggest thing in here for you to access is the shows section. And I realized that I misspelled Shrewsbury, so you can excuse me for that.
Excused.
Thank you. I had loaded just sort of a basic mode with EQ set up and saved that on here to sort of give you a, hey, this is sort of where you started from. You can go in, change a bunch of things. You can create your own scene so that both of you as different music teachers could have different things going on. Go in, change all the labeling, change all of your function, and have sort of basically your, give yourselves your own pages. So you could come in here and say, oh, I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm going to load my settings. So then I come in, I use it. When I'm done, I either go back to the basic mode or let the next person come in and load their set of settings that they've set up for themselves.
Is
So
there a way to turn off the gym speakers through this?
there is not.
Okay, so in
So
that case, we'd go
in
up
that
in
case-
there and hit the buttons.
Yes. So this is the sort of more rustic way to load and save things. You can also come up here to this window. You can see that it says that we're in basic mode. You can click on that, and I could, if there were more snapshots saved in here, I could choose whatever other snapshots were saved and available. And then last is just this little logo, and it basically just brings up sort of another grouped section like you would have on a mixer. If you chose to set up mute groups, you can activate those mute groups from here. Sort of like you would on a master section of an audio console. And if that's not something you want to have on your screen, you can make that go away.
You want to try and do a couple things with it?
I would just like to play a little bit with some of the mics and hear them.